Hi garden gals and guys, it's Steph with Tiny's Garden. Welcome back. Today is an exciting day, yet again, because my dahlias, the queens, have properly taken their place at the throne and are out to play. My peach colored dahlias specifically all happen to be blooming right now, and I want to give you an up close and personal look at them, their coloring, what varieties I have, and I happen to think all of them are stunning. So get a pen and paper so you can add these to your list. As we go through, I'll be cutting them and we're gonna make a dahlia bouquet. Let's begin. I've waited for this for how many months? It's now September 22nd, I believe. It's about time they've arrived, and here they are. We're in Zone 5B in the Chicago suburbs, so you can kind of gauge where you're at compared to me. Let's jump right in. So this beauty right here is Sierra Glow, and it will get to a dinner plate size, the size of my hand. I've shown these in another video. These came on recently and I'm loving them. Now when I go to cut this one, I'm gonna sacrifice this bud and come down and cut all the way down to here so that I promote really long stem length for the rest of the blooms. Some of these I'm not gonna go that low on if the bloom is almost ready because I really want more blooms, but technically to get nice long stems coming all the way down here. I'll cut this and then I'll bring her up close so you can see her coloring. There goes my shears. There we go, take all these off. Here she is, up close and personal. Again, very peachy. And you can see how much of the bloom is still left to open. So I could have left it on a little longer, but I want to dive right in and get after her. You can tell she's blending into my pink and orange shacket here that I'm wearing right now. But it really is a stunning, stunning dahlia. Here's a peek at it without my very similar colored shirt in the background so you can see distinctly how she looks. She's a looker, huh? I told you. And then I'm right in the middle of two beauties here, and I wanted to stand here so you can see their height on each side of me. They're both at least at my head. I'd say this one, the blooms are inching toward going past my head. This is Belle of Barmera, and this is allllll. So I'm gonna come over here and stand on top because I want you to see the way these blooms look on the stalk. Just gorgeous. This is one I've been waiting for, and she was worth it. I would say she has more pink in it than Sierra Glow, but it is a very similar flower. But there is more orange than is picking up on camera. That's what I would call it, is like an orangey yellow pink. This bad boy right here. She's not a bad boy. She's a gorgeous girl. Oh, let's cut her. She's a gorgeous girl. Let's cut her. That sounds so nice, doesn't it? You know what I mean. We're cut flower people. So this one actually has a pretty long stem, as is. And there's 4 blooms out there, so I'm just gonna come to here. That's long enough for me. Let's see her up close. And there's a different look at her. A queen indeed. Belle of Barmera. Now I'm gonna give you an up close look here because the one that's at the top is Sierra Glow. Belle of Barmera is at the bottom, and you can see the difference in color. Again, very similar, but more pinkish in the Belle of Barmera and more depth of color. You can see the yellow toward the center there. There's not a yellow center in Sierra Glow, but really stunning. Look at all of them together there. Okay, so now a ball dahlia I want to show you. I've got one on each side of me here and here. This is Joey Morella. Let me cut them and bring them up close to you. Their size is not as tall as the rest of these. and it's more of a pink yellow color than peach, but still very similar. I'm gonna let this one open up even more. And here is the coloring here of Joey Mirella. You can see what I mean about the yellow and pink. Really nice ball dahlia though, very versatile. Here's a single one so you really get the full effect, size-wise and structure-wise and color-wise. Joey Mirella. Here's how we're shaping up here. You can see how they're all in a very similar color family. The little Joey Morella's peeking out there as well. We've got two more in this color family to cover. Let's move on to a la mode. Okay, back behind me here, these two are a la mode. You can see they're not quite as big, definitely not dinner plate, but they've got a more interesting bloom based on how it looks. So let me cut these and show you. So here we are. It's almost a tie-dye effect of white, orange, I would say like a peachy orange, and yellow, and it's really something. I've never seen one like this. This is the size. So a pretty respectable size, again, not dinner plate, but will hold its own, and you can see what I mean by how it looks. It's the only word I can think of is like a tie-dye effect, and there's even a little bit of striations in them as well. This is a la mode. And now you can see here as we add those in how they pop in the bouquet. That tie-dye effect and the white on the edges really give more of a dimension to the bouquet than just the solid peach/orangeous facade. So I love it when bouquets have a little something here or a little something there. It's a nice touch to give it, like I said, just more dimension. Okay, we are moving on. Next up is Cornel Bronze, a popular one. This gent right here is Cornel Bronze, and I have to say, he is more orange than I expected. I thought that he'd be a little more reddish as well, but it's definitely pretty orange. Let's cut him off here. And here is his coloring. All a monochromatic color. No dimensions, I would say no striations. But this is a pretty popular one. And its structure has that firm-like texture. Really nice. Again, I think I would prefer Cornell, which is more red, but my Cornell didn't grow this year. And I see why this has the bronze in its name, because it's like it's glazed over with a bronze. Now this is where we get into having some real fun. This is a colorette dahlia, and once I bring it up close, you'll really be able to see how it's so different from the others and why it's called a colorette. This is Giggles, and this will also give us some dimension in the bouquet. Because of its structure, it'll have that pop factor as well. Nice long stem there too. Love it. And here we have them up close and personal. You can see there's a slight size difference between the two, but it shouldn't get much bigger than this one. And even the petite one, if we zoom in on this, it's just like the perfect little colorette dahlia. You can see how the inside petals form something similar to a collar, which I'm assuming is why they call it colorette. But really, just a very fun peachish dahlia that can give you a little more dimension in a bouquet as well.
What's that?
That's called Giggles.
Giggles?
Giggles.
What's that?
That one is called,
What's that?
I'm blanking, Mom's blanking. Sierra Glow is this one.
What's that?
That's a bud, which means it's about to burst open. Can you say bud? No. And here is our finished product with all 6 of those peach colored dahlias in here. And it's pretty. I would call this a Monochromatic bouquet, meaning it's all pretty much one color or one color family. And I could put some zinnias in there. I have some zinnias that are ready, some different colored dahlias, but I'm gonna leave it as is because I think it's very interesting. I'm used to popping color, color, color because I love a lot of different color, but this has an appeal to it too. So I hope that that was helpful in seeing this color family of dahlias and the slight differences between them, their structure, kind of an up-close profile on those 6 different varieties there. But I would grow all of these again in my garden. I am not even an orange lover, but I do like peach. And if it was, please hit the thumbs up button to like this video. And also, if you've been enjoying my content but haven't yet, please subscribe to my channel to follow along with all things garden. Thanks for watching. We'll see you in the next one. Happy planting. Bye. And here we have it. This is what I would call a monochromatic bouquet, meaning it's all in the same type of color family. Oh, and look at this little buddy. Are you a bud too?
No.
No.
What's that?
Those are shears. We don't play with shears. Mama bear.